Stark County has arrested 3 people over the past several weeks after a voter fraud investigation was launched. The latest arrest happening this past Tuesday. CBS 4's Priscilla Estrada tells us where the investigation goes from here.
What is supposed to be a lending hand to assist those unable to cast a ballot in person has long been abused.
So I think most people here are used to a group of politiqueras, as it were, or workers showing up to homes everywhere and asking them if they want to vote by mail.
Since the state strengthened the Texas election code in December, Escobar says it has allowed the county to make fraud investigations easier, punishing those responsible for the crime.
So some of the new laws indicate that any kind of misrepresentation that's made on an official form, on an official election form, is now a felony offense. And those felony offenses can they can go to higher degrees depending on certain circumstances.
Escobar says one of the most recent arrests had a ballot cast from a person who had already died. It's also commonly seen that mail-in ballots have false information regarding whether a person is really disabled.
If a worker goes to you and say, would you like to vote by mail? And you'd think, oh, it's convenient, sure, why not? And they don't know that what's being marked on that application, they just get a signature.
Escobar also says that voter fraud is easier to catch at polling locations, but for mail-in ballots, that becomes a different story.
And the reason is because anytime you have, you can just imagine this, but anytime you have ballots floating around in the community, it's almost like an invitation for fraud, because obviously somebody wants to win an election.
He warns voters to only accept assistance from election workers if it is truly needed. Otherwise, refuse. In Stark County with complete Valley coverage, Priscilla Estrada, CBS 4 Valley, tonight.
Escobar says the investigations are ongoing as more ballots continue to come in for the March primary elections.